name is Jun Kit.
Yeah.
I do graphic design and I do illustrations and sometimes a combination of both things. I like to use Chinese ink as a form of illustration for my graphic design work.
I find this illustration very interesting. Can you elaborate more about?
This is a visual for Amanda Yu's film called Vinegar Bars. It was supposed to be an illustrated poster about her character, the Penanggalan, which is a kind of Southeast Asian banshee who detaches her head from the body in a bath of vinegar to kind of recharge and reconnect the innards to her head, from her head to the body. So this is her in the state of recharging in a kind of floating bath connected to vinegar, and we did a lot of ink titles using brush and just Chinese ink. It's a medium that I like working on, and it's like experimenting with typography.
Could you elaborate for me on how that inspires you to draw this for the book?
This is work that I did for Zidek Seals and Sharon Chin's book called Creatures of New Kingdoms. I did the book cover and the layout for their book, which was published a few years ago. And what they wanted on the cover were animals that were kind of in a playful and crazy mood. That's very different from the inside, which is more serious and kind of artsy imagery. These were my interpretations of kind of drunk and silly animals now that formed a frame for the cover title and the cover wordings. I like the idea of the candid shot of people doing things like eating. I've had friends that said my faces look very ugly and they find it funny, which I don't mind. So sometimes I have messed up teeth. Yeah, this is just a collage based on my imagination. It's for a digital magazine called The B-Side, which I worked on. These were for Heartbreak Hotel, the exhibition about longing, yearning, heartbreak and encounters. Mine were more of lust. I wanted to portray lust or the exchange of bodily fluids, which I parodied here with this series called I Money Exchange. It's a parody of Armani Exchange, which is something that a lot of straight men wear and gay men wear. These are CDs from my childhood or teenage years. I don't actually have a proper CD player now, but these were what has formed me in my growing up years and which influenced me to be someone who wants to make visuals for a living now. In the late 90s, I used to be a big Beard fan because she was weird and wacky, and I thought this was so out of the world lah. It didn't sound like anything I've heard before, and when the shot of her in the music video panned into her face, I thought, wow, this woman is so weird and so awesome and alien. That ignited my interest in producing album covers lah, for example, or maybe magazine editorials, because we were so focused on what fonts she was using, and we wanted to make websites, and we were so gung-ho about like finding the right fonts and all.
Can you tell me about Cat Power? I mean, I know you've been growing up with, like...
Yeah, this was acquired only a few years ago, but it's an album I've heard since the year 2000, I think. It was published in 98, but it's an album that I kind of connect with. I don't know why, because maybe we are both quite introverted, but the raw indie rockness kind of spoke to my soul as a teenager. Ayo, got fat more already.
Oh my god, this is actually like a...
So gross.
Oh my god.
It's like a... I should clean it. There's a lot of art direction, there's a lot of photography, and there's a lot of humor. There is interesting use of grids and fonts and photography. And the tone of the editorial is quite amusing lah, and something told me that bad taste is not necessarily a bad thing. I think it shows me that bad taste can be humorous lah. That's what I have been doing for Ugly Malaysiana lor. Purple was a magazine that I discovered when those back issue magazines were available in KL. And I think this was year 2000-ish, like the early 2000s lah, when Instagram was not really prevalent and when photography was still very much film. I think it was very film based, and so these magazines showcased a lot of intimate photography and something that was not posed, and something that was very connected to the subjects. It introduced me to a wide range, different types of aesthetics lah.